Hi everyone, in this video I am going to show how we can read the different files like CSV file into a Spark data frame. So what actually the Spark data frame? So theoretically we have covered into some other video so that you can be able to get it from the detailed descriptions about the what actually the data frames. But data frames is nothing but it's simply a resilient distributed data sets with the structured way. So first example here today I'm going to tell how we can read the CSV file into the data frame. Before starting, I need to tell that first of all you need to start the Hadoop cluster. As you can see, every Hadoop is working and I started fine. Then Spark is running and this is the UI for the Hadoop. Now for working with this one we need certain databases. Okay. Uh, we require some of the input data that we need to capture, make use over there into our file. So how we can get the data and where are the different data? So in my case, the data I have kept inside this Hadoop data and format. Here you can see CSV file, JSON file, TSV file, TXT and XML. Different types of the files I have kept with some of the examples. So the same file I will be able to demonstrating you how we can read it from the HDFS or how we are going to read it from the local file system. So very first thing I'm going to show how you can read the CSV file from the local file system. So let me create one data frame. So data frame equal to val df equal to, and here we can see this Spark variable is available at the, so we are going to make use of that Spark and tab, hit enter, you will be able to get the lot of the API which is available to this one. So how we are going to see and what the API we are going to use, so that we can see here. So if you hit enter Spark dot, you will come to know this read. So Spark dot read, what we are going to read and how we are going to read. So Spark dot read, again a tab, hit enter, you will come to know the different file formats which can be able to read it by this. So what we are going to do first, we are going to read the CSV file. So for that we need to specify over here the CSV, okay, and then we need to specify the location where exactly the data is present. So what are the locations where the data is present? Okay, so first I am going to show the data from the local file system. So CSV, and I'll open this location. So in my case R Hadoop data and CSV is the folder where the data is present. So R, and sometimes there may be issue for this backward slash, so let me change it to this one. And if you are reading the CSV file, what you have to do, either you can be able to read it from the directory or you need to specify the file name also, so that we can be able to check it. If it is executing correctly, it means that it can be able to load all the different CSV files which is presented at a particular location. Okay, because we have given the path till the directory, we didn't specify any CSV file name. So better I'll be first demonstrating you how we can read it the single file, and then we can be able to read it the different location and files. So it is taking a couple of the times to read all the files from there, and you can see it is reading the different files. Okay, so how to verify what are the different file it has read it, right? Whether the data frame is successfully created or not. So the df dot hit tab, it will list you the available API by which you can be able to verify. So here we have the print schema, one of the uh, API. We are going to make use like this one, print schema. Okay, hit tab, hit enter. So these are the different files, and based on that different files, these are the different columns. So here it will be a little bit confusing. Okay, so what I can do, I can first able to show you how we are going to read a particular file. Okay, not the whole files which is present at that directory. So if you open this one, here we have the data01.csv. So we are going to read that one, data01.csv files, means we are reading the only one file at a time. Say the file is loaded successfully, then again we will execute that command, print df.print schema. So this is the schema of that file. You need to know what are the different content inside that file, right? So for that purpose we have the show method. Show API is available to us, df.show. Now what we have seen over here, so these are the different format of the show, you can see, okay. And then these are the data which is available into this CSV file. So basically it will first give you the column names at the like how it is shown over here, C0, C1, C2, something like that one, okay, because here we didn't specify any column names, okay. So how we can do it and how we are going to change it? So again we have the option, while reading the file only we can be able to specify, okay. So that I am going to tell you later, but for this time you can see that we can be able to read the data from the local file system. Now the same example I am going to modify, and I'm demonstrating how we can read the file from the HDFS. So I'm renaming this data frame as df2, and now we need to specify the location of the file on the HDFS. So first we will verify where it is present. So if you look over here in the user, then data, and here this is the CSV file, okay. So we will go to this location. How we are going to pass? So it will be passed like this one, HDFS colon localhost, and you need to specify the port number. In my case it is running at the 9000, okay. So I'm using that one only. In your case give the port, what the port it is used in the name node, localhost csv slash then data 01.csv file. So data is successfully loaded. We need to verify. So either you can execute the print schema, or you can directly make use of the show. So it's loaded. Now what we can do, we can make use of the show method, and we'll see whether the same data is available or not, because the same file is present into my local and same file is present into my HDFS. So then we able to see we are successfully able to read the data. So this is how we are going to read the data from the local file system or from the HDFS. Both is working fine now. So in this one example only, I am going to modify the things how we are going to preserve the headers of a particular file. So if in the header is present, then that time that header is going to be printed as the columns over here, like it will not print the C0, C1, something like that. So what the changes we need to modify over here? So for that we need to specify one option, read.op, and if you click over here, it is saying the option or option. So we are going to make the option, and here we need to specify the values. So what could be the values of this one? So the basic value will be like the header. We need to specify over here header, and then we need to pass one parameters, whether true or false. That means header is going to be loaded or not. So this is how the syntax will look like. Make sure if the headers is present into your data, then only it is going to show. So again I am going to call this df.2.show. Let's see what it is showing, because in my case I don't have the any headers available. So what it did, it the first row itself has taken as the header, considered over here as the header. So if your file is having the header, then only it can be able to read it, otherwise it is not going to read it. Now the same code, what I am going to do, I am going to show that how we can read the multiple files at a time. Okay, so that can be either done by either passing the directory itself, or suppose there are 10 files and out of that I need to read only 2 files. Okay, so what things we need to take care over there, how it is going to work over there. So simply what you have to do, we have to give the value separated by comma. Okay, so like this one. And again, I don't want to read the data from the data 02, I will read it from the data 303. Let me check whether it is present or not. So no, it's not present, so I will read the data from this emp data.csv, not by the data 3. Okay, hit enter, and it got some error. Why? Because it is getting some exception. It is not getting the path correctly. Okay, so how we can give the correct path? Coding wise, it's fine, but how to give the correct path to read all the different files which is present at a particular location? So if it is not working directly, let me try to modify this file name path like this one. We'll cross verify whether it is able to read it or not. So now we can see it has read successfully, right? So we need to specify the 2 different paths separated by the comma. If it is 3, you can specify it with the 3. Now we can verify, cross verify with the show function what data it has read. See, earlier what it did, this is the content from the first file. Okay, these 3 rows, C1, C2, C3, it is the content from the first file, as we know from the beginning. Now in the single data frame, we are reading the 2 different files which is having that in 2 different types of the columns. So in the second one, emp data, I'll show you after this one. So you can see it has modified some more columns, and the data which is not present, the column value which is not present, for that it is showing the null value over here. Okay, so this is how we can read the multiple files from a particular location into a single data frame. The same thing what we can do now, suppose if we have the data and the file name, okay, in a particular format pattern, like data 01, data 02, something like that, then how we are going to read that file? So we can give the patterns like this one, and we'll see whether it is loading the data or not. So pattern is correct, not correct. So what we can do, we can try to change the wire. So you need to give the correct pattern, then only it is going to work, and you can see here it is working fine now. So we'll cross verify what the data it has loaded. So you can see it has loaded the data from the 2 different files. This is from the first file and this is from the second file. Okay, so this is how we can read the data from the SDFS or local file system into the, and that data should be of the CSV format. Okay, so there is no specific rules that you cannot do like this one, like this one. Now the same thing, if we want to write the data, okay, into the CSV format, and we need to write the data into the SDFS or any other location, how we are going to work. So this same data df2, what we have read it from this one, I will write into SDFS. Okay, so how we can write it? So to check with this one, df2, this is the data frame where the data is present, dot write, and we got this API, write API, we got it. Now we don't have the option format, right? So we don't have the header and other things, so we will not put that tag over here. So we are going to write that data into, again, into the CSV format, no other format. Later on we will see how we are going to write the data into the other formats also. So what we can do, we can specify the location and where we want to write it. Okay, so let me just output. This is the output folder, and here I will write. Okay, in the output folder I am going to write. So how we are going to write? Output, inside data output, and then you need to give the name of a particular file. Okay, so we can give the name as the example, or we can give the name like the demo01.csv. In this file only the data is going to be written on the SDFS. Okay, so it is saying successful. Let me cross verify over here. We will refresh this one. There is some file like demo01.csv. So this is the file which we have read it. Okay, so it has divided that files into the two different formats, as you can see, and it is showing the success. So what we need to do, how we are going to verify whether it read the correct data or not. Okay, so we'll make use of the some of the API to verify. Let me show you how we can verify. I'm taking one variable df2.verify. Inside that I am going to read the files. So now here the file what we have given, okay, that we are going to read. What we write just now, that we will read it and will cross verify whether that data is present correctly or not. Okay, so let me see the path. Okay, till users. Okay, inside this one we'll have again the like a three file, so we'll read only one file and we'll see. Okay, hit tab. If the data is present and it is written successfully, then we it will be shown over here. So correct, it is showing the data from the first file. Okay, and if you want the data from the another file, so what you can do, you can just simply change the name. Okay, so this is the second file, and right now we are writing the data without any format, no compression, nothing, direct plain CSV file we are writing. Okay, hit enter. Again we'll cross verify the data which is presented into that or not. Yeah, so you can see this data is different and this data is different, and combination of these two is present over here. So by this way we can be easily able to read and write the data from the local file system. Okay, and we can cross verify the things also. So this is how we are going to read the right data into the Spark data frame. In next it is for the CSV file. In next video I'll be able to show the different file format, how we are going to read and write. Thank you.